Yogis, my name is Becca, and today I have a quick yoga workout for you. You won't need any props for class today, so just find yourself on a mat or a towel and we'll get started. We'll begin by standing at the top of the mat, spreading the toes wide and then grounding down through the balls of the feet from big toe mound all the way out to pinky toe mound. Feel for the tips of the toes gripping the mat slightly, center of the heels rooted, and then the arches of the feet lifting slightly. And imagine that you could continue that line of energy from the arches all the way up to the inner thighs, and then hugging the outer thighs in and down. Low belly draws in slightly. You'll roll the shoulders up and then down the back, opening the palms out to the front of the mat, head in line with the shoulders, and allowing the eyes to close. Finding a few deep breaths here, feeling rooted in your posture. Balanced, strong. The lungs are open and free. Inhale, drawing the thumbs to the heart center, Anjali Mudra. And then exhale, bowing the chin towards the fingertips. Inhale, open the eyes, drop the arms down by the sides. We'll begin with Surya Namaskar. Inhale, arms reach up, Urdhva Hastasana. And then exhale, bend the knees a lot. Take the fingertips down towards the floor. Let the torso rest on the thighs. Inhale, look forward, long through the neck spine, long through the middle spine. And then exhale, plant your hands, step your toes back, and drop your knees. Drop your chest down to the mat. This is knees, chest, chin. From here, we'll untuck the knees. Roll up, low cobra, Bhujangasana. Exhale, lower the chest down. 2 more times. Inhale, peeling the heart up and then reaching it forward. Exhale, lower. Again, inhale, lift through the crown, press down through 2 tops of feet. Exhale, lower the forehead down. Tuck your toes, lift your kneecaps, press into the hands and press the whole torso off the mat. And then exhale, down dog. We'll bend the knees a lot here, giving the hamstrings time to warm up, the ankles. Maybe you pedal out the feet a few times. You can look underneath each armpit, maybe shaking the head out. Look towards the fingertips. We'll step the feet to the top of the mat on an inhale. Again, knees can be bent. Flatten out the back best as you can, tailbone back. Belly in, exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise, straighten your legs, straighten your arms, look up. And then exhale, fold. Once again, Uttanasana, second round. Inhale, look forward, halfway lift. And then exhale, plant the hands, step back, plank pose. We'll hold here, 1 breath in. Breath out, firm the belly, firm the thighs, knit the rib cage in towards midline. Breath in, look forward, lift your chin forward. Breath out, elbows bend, shoulders tip forward of your fingertips, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, flip over the toes, press into the tops of the feet, reach the heart forward, look forward or option to lift the gaze. Exhale, down dog. Starting from neck spine, move all the way down the spine, flipping over the feet. Down dog, Adho Mukha. 5 breaths here. You can take movement or find stillness. Look forward. Inhale will take you to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Cinching the side waist, exhale, fold. Root through the feet, inhale, rise. Arms reach up, look up. Exhale, again, folding down. Inhale, look forward. Plant the hands, exhale, step or float the feet to the back of the mat, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, belly draws in, spread your collarbones. Exhale, down dog. Ripple your spine back. 5 breaths in down dog. You can stay here. If you want a little more, you might drop the forearms down, dolphin pose. Pincha Mayurasana. Hugging the upper arm bones in towards midline, curling the head through the gate of the shoulders. And then from here, see if you can extend the heels down towards the earth, firming the inner thighs. Down dog, everyone. Inhale, top of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, fold. 2 more rounds of Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, look forward, halfway lift. Straight spine, exhale, plant the hands, float the feet back of the mat. Inhale, upward facing Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Stay in down dog, take dolphin, or play with your handstand hops, jumping the hips over the shoulders. 5 breaths. Float the feet to meet the hands, halfway lift. Exhale, fold in. Root to rise, inhale, arms up. Hug your upper arm bones by your ears. Exhale, fold, last round of Surya A. Inhale, look forward. Plant your hands. Shift the weight into the hands. Take the gaze forward, chest forward. Get light on the toes, and then float the feet to the back of the mat, Chaturanga. Inhale, your back bend. Exhale, down dog. Option to stay, option to take any of the variations that we've taken up until this point. You have 5 breaths. Slowing down the mind. Look forward. Step or float your feet to the top of the mat. And then fold in Uttanasana. Inhale, rise, Urdhva Hastasana, strong legs, strong arms, palms touch. Exhale, Samastitihi. Take the hands down by the sides, root down through the feet, Tadasana, close your eyes, catch your breath. Feeling the rise and fall of the chest. Feel the strong steadiness of your posture. Step your feet together, please. Utkatasana, chair pose. We'll start by sitting the hips low into our imaginary chair. Take the fingertips down outside of the feet so that the longest finger touches the earth. Hug your inner thighs in towards each other. Root down through all 10 toes. Pull your core up off of your thighs and then extend your arms up. So finding a baby back bend in the upper spine here. Squeeze your inner thighs as if you had a paper clip between your knees and you don't want to let it fall. Good. Lower your torso so it hovers over the thighs. Can you sit your butt even lower into the chair? Keep your right arm extended forward. Sweep your left arm back. Let the gaze follow. Keep your knees in line. So that left knee is going to want to creep back. Can you creep it forward, squeezing left knee into right knee? Back to our halfway lifted chair. Arms reach forward. Butt moves back. And then right arm moves back. Take your gaze with you. Take a look down at your right knee. Make sure it's still squeezing the left knee in line. Good. Back to our half chair here. Sweeping the arms back behind you. Lift your pinky fingers up so that the triceps activate. Then come up high on your tippy toes. Heels over the toes if you can. Lift your pinky fingers higher. Lift the back of the head. And then lower the heels. Rise. Urdhva Hastasana, arms reach up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, plank pose. Spreading all 10 fingers wide. And then gripping with the ends of your fingers so that your whole finger engages. And the center of each palm will lift slightly. So you want to use the whole hand here. Hug your upper arm bones in and then spin the eyes of your elbows forward. Press the floor away so the shoulder blades separate slightly. Hug the belly in and suck the thigh muscles onto the thigh bones. Good. From here, press the heels back in space. Lift the back of the head up so we're not dropping the head. Feel that the whole front body is supporting the back body. The rib cage is firm, hugging into the lungs. Core muscles are firm, holding the internal organs in, supporting the spine. Drop the knees. Inhale, cow pose, drop your belly, lift the crown of your head, lift your tailbone. Exhale, cat, press into the hands, arch your back, as if you could connect your nose and the tip of your tailbone here. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Last one, inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Stay in cat pose, please. Tuck your toes. Hover your knees about 1 inch off of the mat. And then can you arch your back even more? Think about gripping the mat with the ends of your fingertips. Hugging your belly button up into your spine. Curl the tailbone under, curl the tailbone under. Press the floor away, shoulder blades separate. Slow motion will slide the knees back so that the hips are moving over the heels. The knees are still hovering about 1/2 inch over the mat. Fingertips are still gripping. Good, and then from here, extend the legs, downward facing dog. Big breath in through nose. Breath out through mouth. Drop the forearms down, Pincha Mayurasana. Forearms are parallel here. It might feel easier for you to turn your pointer fingers forward. This is going to create more space in the shoulders. So if it feels like your shoulders are rounding inward and the elbows want to move splaying outward, then just turn the hands open slightly. It can also be helpful to hold onto a block in the hands. Good, gaze might be forward. If you have the space, curl the chin up to your heart. Take your gaze between the gate of your legs. Good, can you walk your toes in even more? Lift the tailbone higher, get light up on your tailbone. Hug your belly in. Press into your forearms. Don't let your shoulders sag. Good, yogis. You have 3 more breaths here. Turn your inner thighs in. Lift your tail. Drop your knees. Good job. We'll take a child's pose here. Sweep the arms back by either side. Allow the crown of the head to ground down to the mat. Breath in, imagine breathing down from crown of the head all the way to tailbone. Breath out, tailbone back to the crown of the head. Again, inhale, top to bottom. Exhale, bottom to top. Last one, make it last, don't rush. Slowly rise up onto your knees. We'll close with a few back bends here. We'll take Ustrasana. So standing up on the knees, take the knees about hip width distance apart. We'll begin with a warm-up before we go into our full expression for the day. Some of you will prefer to tuck the toes under. This is perfectly fine. What this is going to do is bring the heels closer to the hands. It makes the pose more accessible. If you need that support underneath the hands, this will get you there. I want you to think about hugging your inner thighs in towards each other. Even though they're not touching, imagine you have a prop in between your thighs. This will keep your thighs engaged, hugging your outer hips. Draw the lower belly in and up. And then from here, begin to lift the heart up into the thumbs. Hello, Shno. Tilt the head up, lifting the chin. Good, keep hugging the inner thighs, squeezing the outer hips. Lift the heart up, lift the heart up, lift the chin up. Then begin to take the hips forward as you tilt the head back. Good, just stay here. No need to go any deeper. And then come all the way back up. Okay, so that was prep. If that did not feel like prep for you, that's as far as you're gonna go today. You have the option to go deeper only if your body is ready for it and asking for it. I always like to have my hands in Anjali Mudra here. It encourages me to lift from the heart, the thoracic spine. Some of you will prefer to take the hands on top of the glutes. This will encourage the hips to move forward. Be careful about dumping into the low back with this variation. We want to think about extension through the spine before we begin to bend back. Begin, we'll inhale, sternum up into the thumbs. Lift the gaze. Firm your thighs. Use your breath. Inhale, get tall. Exhale, go back. We'll hold for 5 breaths. An inhale will take you up the way you came in. Sit back on the heels, pause. Hands in your lap, you might close your eyes. It's normal to feel a little lightheaded here. Back bends are very energizing, they're very uplifting. They bring the energy up into the head, which explains the lightheadedness. Good, blink the eyes open, we'll do one more round. Take your variation, whatever feels comfortable and safe for your body today. Coming back up slowly. Sit back on your heels. Hands in your lap, close your eyes. Breathe and notice the shifts, the energetic shifts. Blink your eyes open, downward facing dog when you're ready, please. Invite stillness into your downward dog today. Feel for pressing 2 palms away from you, sending the chest back towards your thighs, thighs towards the back of the room. Let the head be a heavy counterweight on the end of the spine. Look in between the hands. Come to sit down and then lie down. Oh, my dog brought me this nasty ball. Thank you so much for this ball. Good. Take a moment here in restorative rest, constructive rest. Soles of the feet as wide as the mat, knees knocking in towards the midline. Just feeling the low back decompress. From here, we'll gather the knees into the chest, Apanasana. And we'll drop the knees over to either side, supine twist. So I'll begin by dropping the knees over to the left. If there's pain in the lower back here, your low back is twisting. And so it might relieve that pain to scoot the hips over to the right before you drop the knees left. This is going to bring the hips more into stack. when you twist rather than twisting. So it keeps the pelvis in one plane. From here, we'll open the right arm out to the side, maybe 90 degrees, maybe straight, and then turn the gaze over the right shoulder. Breathing into the right lung, right head of the shoulder, right rib cage. And then very slowly taking the gaze back up to the ceiling, taking the knees back up towards the ceiling, and scooting the hips into the middle of the mat. Same thing, other side. So if you know your low back is cranky, we'll just bump the hips over to the left before dropping the knees over to the right. Left arm extends out to the left and taking the gaze over the left shoulder. Breathing into the heart, the left shoulder, the left ribs, left belly. And let gravity do the rest of the work. To come out, we'll shift the gaze back up to the ceiling, taking the knees back up to the ceiling and scooting the hips to midline. Option 4, constructive rest, or a more typical Shavasana here. You might take a hand to the heart and one to the belly. This is a very grounding, nurturing gesture to end the practice with. Let your eyelids float closed. Let the eyeballs rest back into their sockets. Release tension in your jaw. Thank you for being here. I will see you next time.